Marcia, and if you've watched any of my other craft videos, you know this isn't the place that I usually film. However, we moved. I no longer have a designated crafting space. I will eventually, but I don't now, so I am filming from my new little kitchen. I wanted to show you this Easter project. Easter's only a couple of weeks away, and I think you have time to make it if this is something you want to do. Years ago, our church started doing a flowering of the cross. Someone had made a wooden cross, they covered it with chicken wire, and we all would bring flowers to church, and after the Easter service, at the very end of it, we'd all go forward and take turns putting flowers, tucking it into the chicken wire, and when it was finished, the cross was totally covered with flowers, and it was absolutely beautiful. Well, a couple of years ago, I decided I wanted to do something similar for my front door, and of course it had to be a lot smaller than the one we had at church, but my husband had some scrap wood that he made a cross for me out of, and I put some moss, which I actually just peeled off the trees and so forth in our shady yard, and then I covered it with this wire that has sort of a 1/4-inch screen to it. Then I put water on just sprayed some water on the moss, and I tucked in live flowers. The only problem was the flowers only lasted a couple of days. And so I decided this year I'm going to do it with artificial flowers, but I have an even easier way for you to do it than what I'm going to do it. If you can get a hold of some styrofoam and cut a cross out of it, and I would use either green or brown because you don't want the white styrofoam to show through, then I think it would be very easy to put your flowers on it. Now, you can see that I have started putting some on because I wanted to see just how difficult it was going to be, but also I don't want to take too long on this video, so I'm going to work on this a little bit, show you how I'm doing it, and then I'm going to stop, and at the end I will show you the finished cross. But I wanted to tell you the reason that we flower the cross is because Christians celebrate the day that Jesus rose from the dead. On Friday, he was crucified. His followers were so sad, and they didn't understand when he had told them that he was going to rise again on the 3rd day. And so they all mourned. And then on the 3rd day, early on Sunday morning, when he came alive again, and the disciples began to find him and realize that he really was alive, they were just so excited and so exultant that they wanted to celebrate. And that's what Christians today want to do. They want to celebrate that Jesus is alive. And so this is the way that we celebrate Easter. Now, like I said, I'm just going to show you some of the flowers I'm going to put in. Easter lilies are great. Now, one thing I didn't show you is how I hang this from the door. I had some leather that's about the size of leather shoe strings, and I just attached it to the cross in a crisscross method so that I can hang it on my door. But I'm just going to poke these down in here, and you'll see that what I have done is I have separated some of the little artificial flowers I got and made them into little pieces that I can tuck in, and I'm starting with some of the greenery so that it will cover up some of the background, and then I'll put flowers in. I have several pieces of artificial flowers, but I also have some dried flowers. My sister so kindly gave me a couple of bouquets that had some dried flowers, some statice, and baby's breath. Now, they're going to be a little bit harder to put in without breaking, so you'll have to be a little more gentle. The other thing is, when it has a heavier stem like this, it's a little harder with this wire. Now, I don't think you'll have a problem when you do it if you use styrofoam. But I'm just taking these, I'm adding different colors, and I will just keep working at it until I'm satisfied with the way that it looks, and then I will show you when it's all finished. I hope you like this project, and I hope it's one that you might invite a friend to do it with you. And like I say, I think if you use styrofoam, it'll be something that goes pretty fast. You can get it done, and you can hang it either on the outside of your front door or just wherever you want. Maybe it's a gift for somebody else. You do what you like, but remember, the crafts that we do are really about relationships and being there for one another. I'll be back in a little bit. So here it is, hanging on my front door. And I will tell you that I did use a glue gun to get some of the status and the baby's breath held on. You could also think about adding a little bird or a butterfly or something to it. Anyway, I hope you have fun. Remember, this is a celebration of the risen Christ, God's only Son, who came into the world to die on the cross for all our sins. Thank you. Bye-bye.